Hi, this is Josh Olson, and you're watching Trailers from Hell. People often ask, what is film noir? And it's a very tough question to answer. You can point to certain scenes in certain movies or certain characters, certain plot points that recur throughout the genre, but it is a very hard thing to answer. Or you can just show them Double Indemnity. There were quite a few movies that came out before 1944 that qualify as film noir, but it's Double Indemnity where all the strands of the genre and all the visual motifs, all the thematic concerns come together in one film. It's all there. Billy Wilder had made a few films before Double Indemnity, but on this one he just exploded. It's based on James M. Cain's second novel. His first was The Postman Always Rings Twice, which was inspired by a murder trial he'd covered as a reporter in which a woman was convicted of killing her husband. Cain saw the endless dramatic potential in that conflict and proceeded to more or less create an entire genre of literature, which he mined for years. Hollywood was interested in his books for a long time, but couldn't figure out how to adapt them within the rigid constraints of the repressive Hays Code, because they dealt with all sorts of nastiness, lust, murder, infidelity. But Billy Wilder saw in this book the opportunity to really go to town as a filmmaker. He tracked down the great Raymond Chandler to collaborate on the script with him, because he always liked to work with someone on the script. Two heads are better than one was his motto. Their collaboration was famously difficult. They did not get along at all. It's probably safe to say that they hated each other. Chandler was a recovering alcoholic who fell back into drinking as a result of their collaboration, and his first draft was apparently unusable. But by the time they managed to finish, they had one of the all-time great screenplays on their hands. Chandler's snappy dialogue keeps everything moving at an amazing clip. He was a master of that stuff, and lines that some writers could spend weeks trying to come up with just fell out of him. It's been said, and Wilder's backed this up, that The Lost Weekend, his next film about an alcoholic writer, was based on Raymond Chandler. As a small note, this is one of the first, if not the first time, that you ever saw the famous "the car won't start" bit, in which it's essential that someone get away from the scene of a crime and the damn thing won't turn over. That was one of Wilder's contributions at the last minute, and it's a testimony to his brilliance that even though it's become one of the greatest cliches in movies, it's still used frequently to this day. The movie lost the Best Picture Oscar that year to Going My Way, which annoyed the shit out of Wilder, who knew what he had in his hands. Time, however, is the great equalizer, and Double Indemnity is still playing to sold-out houses and theaters all over the world, and Going My Way isn't.